Welcome back, guys. So if you're someone that is maybe in your 50s, even younger, it happens, things have really changed, and you're feeling stuck or you're feeling overwhelmed with your 9 to 5, you kind of dread, Mondays, you're just counting, you're already looking forward to Friday. You want a day in between each day to recover from the day before and get ready for the day ahead. And you're wondering if, there's ever going to be fulfillment, or you want to pivot. This video is for you, so keep watching, okay? So, welcome back, guys. So, this is Uchenna, and I'm just, living my life in my 50s and just trying to navigate the different challenges that I'm finding. So I want to issue a disclaimer, just so you know, everything I speak about is from experience. Now, let's go, okay? So, like I said, if you're dreading weekdays, like I do sometimes, I wake up on Monday, I'm like, oh God, not again. And then sometimes I sit down and I think, hey, so I'm going to do this for the next 15 years because I'm 52, right? And retirement here is 67. I said, Uchenna, so you're going to do this every week for the next 15 years. When I started feeling like this was back, around COVID, and then, got into this new job. And prior to this, most of my jobs I spend a year. So one big tip I'll give you off the thing is, unless you're one of those people that wants to climb, wants to do this career woman, I want to go from apprentice to become the CEO of a company, then do you. Like I said, this is what advice I can give you based on my own feelings. So mine, I'm just content to earn enough, cover my bills, give me holidays, give me a little here and there to just do the things that I love to do. And that's it. I'm just that kind of woman, all right? So if you're that kind of woman, then keep watching. And so 2022, I now made a change. And that brings me to the first point, which is acknowledge the feeling and identify your why. It's very easy to be overshadowed by what the world thinks about you. Let me tell you something. Come closer to the camera. It's your journey, oh. Don't let anyone determine how you navigate your life. There's so much information out there about people that will say, oh, you're lazy. They should leave you alone. It's your own life. Acknowledge that feeling and understand that your feeling is valid. You have a right to feel overwhelmed. Especially if you're someone like me that has been doing it alone for years. My people, for 23 years, it's been me. It's been me and my God. Taking care of the children, no maintenance from my ex. It has been a tough 23 years. But here I am, not even looking like I'm 52. Why? Because I put God at the center of it and I had to come up with solutions. It's your life, it's your problem. You are the one that has to solve it. Sometimes we pray too much when God has already put the resources in our hands to bring the solution forward. So you need to acknowledge your feelings. And then when you do that, you need to identify your why. So when I say identify your why, you're going to say, okay, now what do I want from this? I'm feeling overwhelmed. The 9 to 5 has become boring. It has become monotonous. It has become, lackluster. So what do I do about it? What's my why? Is it that I want more flexibility? Is it that I want creativity, like what I am in now currently is not really hitting the spot? So I want creative outlets. For me, the answer to those two questions was yes. I wanted flexibility. So for me, what did it look like? Reducing my contract from 100% to 80%, which means instead of working Mondays to Fridays, I now work Mondays to Thursdays. So I have a longer weekend. Semi-retirement, in my opinion, if you can afford that. So I had to go back to my budget and sit down and tell my children, this is what I've decided to do. And I cut back and I cut back and I cut back. And it hasn't been that bad. I didn't even cut back that much. I still had all my, I still had a relatively okay life because that's who I am. I'm as simple as they come. So in addition to that, I also wanted creativity, because 7 years ago I'd done YouTube, but it was the wrong timing. I also know that when people ask me, Uchenna, what is it that you would do with your eyes closed. And even if they don't pay you a penny for it, you'll be happy. And I said it's communicating with people. Something like What Up does, talk show, podcast, sitting across from others and sharing our views. That's the kind of thing I would like. I'm sure you've noticed that I've come alive just talking about it. So I said, what can give me that creative outlet? Let's go back to YouTube, because I already have the experience. So I went there. So for you, it could be, do you want to, provide maybe a product, a service? You could look for something. Don't leave your full-time job, unless you feel that, maybe you're married, you have a partner that can cover you while you rediscover yourself. There's also something like a sabbatical. You can take a sabbatical from a job. In my company, if you worked for 3 years, you are entitled to a sabbatical. But of course, it's subject to approval by your manager, your team and everything. Because if you're going to constitute a problem with resourcing, they might say no. You could do 3 months. You could do 6 months. And in those 6 months, you decide if you want to go back. You decide if you found something that is more fulfilling for you than what you currently are in. You have to be very intentional about whatever decision you make. So what is it that you want? You want to provide a product? A lot of people are doing Amazon. There's no physical stock. If the customer wants something, you place the order and they send it to the customer. You are just in the middle, receiving payments and all that and your commission. Is that something that you want to do? Think about it. Do you want a physical product or do you want to provide a service? Number 2, set personal goals and build your side hustle. I say to the 50-year-olds, pick up your phone and start recording. I have a camera here, I have 2. Pick up your camera, go and buy it. I want to do the DLSR or so, the one that is a vlogging camera. That's what is next on my list. Okay, I set goals and I go for them. Pick up your camera. So on Fridays like today, I'm doing a video. Yesterday I did a vlog, just night routine, cozy night routine. And it has garnered some views overnight. So go and watch that video, and I have a couple of other videos in my playlist. Go and watch them, set your personal goals. By this time, I want to do this. Okay, I'm going to give this job a few more months and see how I feel. And then I'll pivot. Start to do your research. The internet is full of ideas. Go to ChatGPT. What kind of career can I pivot to in my 50s? They'll bring up ideas. Even on YouTube, I saw a lady's video, 27 side hustle ideas. Start it gradually. Don't leave your main job. How many times have I said it on this video? Count. How many times? You just keep counting the number of times I've said it in this video. Do not leave your job. That's not wise. You have to find fulfillment where you are as you work towards what could give you better a better life, a better quality of life. Okay, so set your personal goals and start working towards them. The second point is prioritize self-care, rest, and mental health. Now you are at point A. It's not working out. You want to get to point B where possible, because sometimes all I can teach you is how to have cozy evenings alone, how to do this, how to improve your quality of life currently. But if you can and you want to pivot and move to something better, because this life is too short. You have to be happy and you have to be intentional about that. Nobody is going to come and save you. You have to save yourself. So that final point, prioritizing self-care in the now, is very important. Mental health. You see, mental health, a lot of people are jumping. I read the news the other day. A young lady in her 30s, she had a 4-month-old child and I think a 3-year-old child, Niagara Falls, and they jumped. She jumped with her children because she probably didn't want to just go and leave them without a mother. People are becoming hopeless. So if you lose anything, guys, take one thing out of this video. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel that you're currently in. Please do not lose hope. Prioritize your mental health. Prioritize your self-care. Find the things that you like in the now. Hobbies. Go to the gym. Improve your health. If you watch one of my shorts, I was just doing a workout video, and it was about my favorite Afro jams. And Uchenna was giving it, and it gave me joy at the end of it. I was sweating, I had a bottle of water, and then I went and had a really lovely shower. Buy your shower gels. The things that give you joy. Have your cozy evenings in. Go to the cinema. Catch up with your friends if you're that kind of person. Be intentional. Be intentional about finding joy in the now while you work towards where you want to go in the future. And if it's possible to change jobs, why not? There are jobs that want experience. So in your 50s, you are the one that has that experience. You are the one they are looking for. Sis, it's not too late to have one life to live. So it's important to make it count. So I hope you guys found this video useful. And if you did, watch the video on dating fails, because one of the ways to also find fulfillment about the now, okay, and prioritize your mental health is making sure that you're not making dating mistakes as you date. So watch that video. I'm sure you'll find it interesting. So thank you so much. Hit me in the comments and let me know which of these tips resonates with you and what you plan to do about being stuck in your 9 to 5. Thanks and see you next time. Bye-bye.